little later on the Joy Behar Show. With the Masters just a week away, will Tiger Woods' wife and kids be cheering him on? Or will Tiger have to go it alone? Now back to today's guest host, Judge Jeanine Pirro.
Could Lindsay Lohan's wild child antics be catching up to her? According to TMZ, police officers who regularly come into contact with her say they're worried about her increasingly erratic behavior. And some say they've even considered holding her for mental evaluations. Here to talk about that and more are comedian and editor of PopGoesTheWeek.com, Brian Balthazar. Back with me is Alicia Quarles, Associated Press Entertainment editor. And joining us is Jill Zarin, co-star of The Real Housewives of New York. Now, this is to all of you. Recently, we see that Lohan, on several occasions, has been found sleeping in her car. She's falling into cacti. I mean, is this girl just tired, or is there something wrong with her?
The problem is when you become more known for your behavior than your career, it's a cycle, and then you're just going to run into trouble. You know, it's affecting her career, so then she's going to get into more trouble because she's got nothing to do. She's got nothing else to do.
Well, Alicia, you've seen her recently. What's the deal with her?
I did see her recently, and I thought, oh my God, I've been interviewing this girl since she first broke onto the scene like years ago. She looks like a totally different person. The thing is, she became famous because she's extremely talented. She's got to get it together. It's not too late to save her career.
Well, you know what's interesting, and I'll address this to you, Jill. There's a section 5150, and every state has it, where the police have the ability to go to a court and get an order if they think you're a danger to yourself or others. And apparently LAPD thinks this woman may be dangerous. Now, you know Lindsay's father, right?
I do. I actually
Is he worried about this girl?
Of course he's worried. You know, I'm really happy to say that Michael's not talking about it now because he's trying to develop a relationship with his daughter so that she'll hear him. But, you know, at 18 years old, that's it. You're done. I mean, there's nothing a parent can do except hope for the best and try. And as far as the section goes of putting her away, if she wasn't a celebrity, would they apply that to her? That's the only thing that's sort of not fair because she's so famous. And the cacti thing, I gotta say, she got crowded by the paparazzi. Let's be honest.
And she fell into cactus? Is that what happened?
She was trying to get around that. I saw it.
Okay, but what about this latest picture? I mean, she's coming out of a party. She's got either Johnson's baby powder or something coming out of her shoes. What's going on? Have you seen this? Take a look at that picture. I mean,
she loves her talcum.
Is she not focused? And by the way, she's been to rehab 3 times. You would think the rehab places would take some credit for their rehabilitation techniques.
This is the problem.
Well, you know, an addict could be put away many, many times before they're cured. I mean, what's the failure rate?
Do we need Dr. Drew? I mean,
absolutely. Don't you think? I'm sure he's reached out to her.
When you're rich
shocked if he has not reached out to her.
And you're beautiful and you're young, everything's accessible. So that means the parties are accessible. The people that say yes to you are accessible. This is a young Hollywood girl. I'm sure there's not a lot of people telling her now.
And I don't think, exactly. And I don't think that the police are wrong for scrutinizing this. You know, everyday people don't have photographers capturing these kind of moments all the time. So it's just that this is out there. We're seeing something. In the past week was the cacti incident and the white powder incident and falling asleep in cars. How many cars do you have to fall asleep in before someone says to you, you know?
Well, you know, the good news is she's not driving. I mean, we should be grateful for that.
She's definitely, you know, this is a cry for help. There's no question. Her bad behavior, because she's been in rehab so many times, she's crying out for help.
Would you oppose the police 5150ing her?
No, I wouldn't, because I think it helped with Britney Spears.
I agree. All right, let's move on. Although people in the Tiger Woods camp would love to see his wife, Elin, attend the Masters in a show of support. Elin's friends say she won't be wearing that green blazer. All right, now, let's talk about, you know, should this woman, let me go to Alicia.
All right.
No, I want to go to Jill on this. You're the housewife.
I have an opinion on everything.
Should she go to the Masters?
No, but not for the reason you think that I would say. It's a distraction. It's a distraction for the players. These men have been playing all year long. They want to, you know, be in the Masters.
Isn't Tiger himself a distraction? I mean, think about that.
Imagine the press. They're all did she clap? Did she look? Did she smile? It's a diversion.
Okay,
we want to
Alicia,
focus on golf.
Mistress number 15 came out this week. Can Elin stand by this guy?
If Elin stands by this man, I mean, she deserves either a trophy or to be slapped in the face. I don't know which one. It'd be hard to stand by your man. I mean, it's not like one affair.
Does anybody think that she loves him?
Well, I think, you know, Tiger took about a year to establish his infidelity. She should have about a year to figure out whether she wants to stay with him.
Well, she's got a nice life with this guy.
And
maybe she's standing by him to make sure he gets those, you know, sponsors back, those endorsements.
And she shouldn't go to the Masters if for no other reason than he doesn't want her getting anywhere near those clubs because evidence would
absolutely.
suggest.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew when that happened that she hit that. I said it to my husband. I said,
What do you think, a 9-iron or a Big Bertha? What do you think?
She wanted to get him. There's no way, it just didn't make sense.
Jeanine,
You know.
we weren't in their lives. Look, Tiger could have that whole other life, which he did with all those women, but he could have treated his wife great. So maybe she really does love him.
There's
We don't
no
know.
question about it. You take a Sandra Bullock, we talked about earlier, and you take an Elin. They've got nice lives. I mean, Sandra Bullock loved this guy. She loved this guy. And I think that a lot of these women can get over it, but with texting today, saying, you know, I like it from behind, I like you with pulling my ponytail. How do you live with that, Jill?
The one thing I want to say about that is, you know, the truth is in Hollywood, she was gone 3 months at a time. I mean, yes, she loved him and she adored him, but she was working 3 months, and this is a guy who obviously
so what?
wanted
Take
to
a
have
cold
sex.
shower. You know, I don't buy that. You know what?
No, but
All
being
right, let's
apart
move on.
so much
We're
is
going
not
to
good for a
Levi
marriage.
Johnston. Now, this one's back in the news. He's reportedly pitching a reality show about life in Alaska that some people are calling Entourage on Ice. All right? Now, he says that this show's going to shine the light on him and the women, his opportunities, and lots of women. Should women be attracted to this guy?
No, this is going to be like Jersey Shore in parkas, and he'll find his way to a hot tub.
Yeah.
He will find his way. You know, this is a guy, unlike Elin, who wants to avoid cameras, he's got the other effect. He's magnetized by them.
Oh,
And can you blame him, though? Can you blame this guy? He's got nothing else
This is
to look forward
15
to. This is
minutes.
it.
Gotta make money.
You know what? I can't blame him. You know what? He ought to get a real job and take care of his baby. All right, that's
He'll make more money getting a reality show than he will, you know, giving books at the library.
He is driving from one station to another, pitching this show with his RV. You think he has a booster seat in that one?
If you go on
highly
a
doubt it.
unicycle,
Highly
it's
doubt
not
it.
going to increase your chances of getting a show.
Well, look, these are his 15 minutes of fame. Like him or hate him, he's got to cash in. Right now is the time to do it. So, you know,
He'll make
whoever
more money
picks
this
that
way.
up, God bless him, yeah.
Would you watch?
No.
No. But I'm not his
I
audience.
think I might watch
Be
it.
honest.
I'll watch the first one, but the problem with him is he's better when he's not talking. There's a
How do
reason
you
he's
know?
got a photo spread. Well, you know,
Just kidding.
interviews that he's given.
Yeah.
Really? Did we
So
just
you
do
mean, are you saying he looks good? Didn't he do a
but, you know,
spread?
But
Did
yeah,
you
he
see
did
the
a spread. When he opens his mouth, it's trouble. Nothing good comes out. Nothing good.
Well, you know what? Maybe he's trying to compete with his almost mother-in-law, who
Right.
apparently has her own reality show now. Apparently, she's got a new reality show that they just announced today.
That, you know, like, you know, freedom, I guess. That's what we get with freedom in this country. Anybody can have a show.
Well, that's true.
Look at me. Look at me. Anybody can have a show.
Do you have a show yet,
Not
Alicia?
yet.
Do you have
I'm
a show yet?
available.
Working on it. Come on, Jeanine. Hook us up. Hook us up. We're ready.
Anyway, it's great to have you all here tonight. I appreciate your input. Thanks, everyone. And I'm going to take a look at the fascination with Michelle Bombshell McGee and the burgeoning interest in Nazi culture. Don't go anywhere.